far from Ukraine.
We've always lived in the incredible country, but in 2014, Russia grabbed Crimea and unleashed the war at the east of Ukraine. In 2022, the war came in every Ukrainian city.
But our past reminds us that we are able to stand up against any evil.
Unconquerable cities, the true history, Donetsk.
Where are we going today?
Whoa! I wish we could visit a large industrial city.
Donetsk is one of the largest industrial centers of Ukraine. It's the mining capital. First people lived there many thousands of years ago.
It can't be.
Ancient people mined silicon in these caves back in the Stone Age. Hundreds of years BC, some nomadic tribes such as Scythians, Sarmatians, Huns, and Pechenegs used to inhabit these lands.
And the Cossacks settled here later.
That's right. We know the truth despite Russia spreads the lie that Donetsk is a Russian city and was inhabited by Russians all the time. Since the second half of 16th century, there have been numerous Cossack settlements here. Cossacks were engaged in farming, and their settlements grew to be the real small villages. There was the Cossack small village Alexandrivka on the territory of modern Donetsk. When Russian Empire came, it was renamed to become Alexandrivska Sloboda. It was here that coal deposits were subsequently discovered. In 1869, a British entrepreneur, John Hughes, began the construction of the first plant on this site. They consider this year to be the city foundation one. It was named Yuzivka in honor of his founder.
So the British men founded the city and not Russians at all?
Of course. Nevertheless, Russia tried to turn the location population, mostly Ukrainians, into Russians.
How is that?
Many times Russia tried to destroy Ukrainian culture. In 1918, the Soviet authorities banned the education in Ukrainian on the territory of Yuzivka. And in 2 years, the Russians finally occupied the entire region. But all this time, part of the inhabitants of the Donetsk region resisted the Russian and later Soviet authorities, remaining real Ukrainians. And in 1991, the absolute majority of the population supported the declaration of independence of Ukraine.
But in 2014, Russia occupied Donetsk once again.
Each of us knows about the heroic defense of the Donetsk airport by Ukrainian soldiers. This defense lasted 242 days. Our heroes were forced to leave it only after the airport was nearly completely destroyed.
But we know that our army will definitely free Donetsk region from occupation.
Because Ukrainians never give up.
And Donetsk is Ukraine. We learned today that first people lived on Donetsk territory about 100,000 years ago.
We visited real Cossack small villages.
We were at the construction of the first plant that pioneered the development of the city. We saw how Donetsk residents always resisted Russian aggressions, remaining real Ukrainians.
Because we all believe in the light after the darkness. That's what our history teaches us.
Moving forward together, the project is funded by the European Union.